Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position. Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Imaliava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Handoff from the shotgun. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Deep shot for the end zone. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Here's a little room there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch? He
caught it into the end zone. Touchdown! Trojans.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab on the right. Carrying it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver.
There's a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass. Lets it fly. Pulls in the deep ball. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He uncorks one deep. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got it back corner of the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing, Imaliama. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Going right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Nuke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Makes the grab, and they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Iamaleava. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tries to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wants to throw on first down. He got it.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Williams. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Irish! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, ever since this guy showed up on campus this year, he has made a statement. He's their best wide receiver, and not just on this team, not just in this conference, but in the entire country. This guy's in the Heisman race, David, as a true freshman.
That's just crazy. And again, picking up everything and picking it up in stride, like succeeding week in and week out, becoming the go-to guy at such a young age with such little experience. It just speaks to his talent. It's through the roof. The production's meeting the talent, and this guy is an absolute superstar.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Imaliava. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Imaliava bringing the heat, and down he goes.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down. And we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Tight end now in motion. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Imaliava to throw. fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Imaliava on the play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Imaliava unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Lobs it off the back foot. He's got it down the field. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pocket breaking down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can
wrong.
put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Imaliava. Going for it all. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulane taking on the number 11 team, the UAB Blazers.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Williams. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the past.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes, guys,
look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Iamaleava to the air again. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, USC. A great catch and run for 6. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think you have the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and gets it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and man, he makes the defense pay.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out.
Going for the big play. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's complete.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The run inside. It's Williams. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Imaliama. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Again, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to...
Makes a grab and room to run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end and...
Touchdown, Trojans. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Can't get him to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that.
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Iamaleava. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Unloads it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! The Trojans with the answer.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Going deep. Upstairs he's got it. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with...
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Trojans were the answer.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player or two.
Touchdown, USC! Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Throwing, Imaliava. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Running inside, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level, and all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
Back to the ground game on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. There's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They feed him again.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Iamaleava finds a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And the Trojans inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Fourth down, Iamaleava. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the... He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And the defense wins that battle, and not surprisingly, they're paying attention. Like, you kind of want to peep over there when the guy already has 3 touchdowns on the day.
He lets one fly deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled